Let me tell you something most men never realize until it's too late. It's not about how much you give, it's about what you protect. It's not how often you say yes, but how confidently you say no when it truly matters. Too many men believe attraction is built through effort, pleasing, or relentless pursuit, but real, lasting attraction, the kind that commands respect on a primal level and comes from boundaries, not walls, boundaries. There's a difference. Walls push people away. Boundaries teach others how to be close without compromising who you are. A woman doesn't fall for a man just because he's agreeable or generous. She falls for the man who knows his edge and holds it. The one who commands presence, not by force, but by clarity. In this guide, we'll explore a new kind of power, not the loud, boastful kind, but the quiet, grounded kind that is deeply felt. When you embody these boundaries, she doesn't just hear it, she feels it in her chest, in her gut, in her instincts. 1. The energy exchange boundary. The first shift happens when you stop giving your energy away for free. Your attention, your thoughts, your emotional support, these are not unlimited resources. They're investments. When you constantly listen to her vent, fix her problems, or offer emotional reassurance, even after being disrespected, you're paying her with your masculine presence. But ask yourself, what is she doing with that investment? If there's no return, no effort, no reciprocity, it's not a relationship. It's a transaction. And the man of value doesn't beg to be kept. He observes. He assesses. And if the exchange is unbalanced, he detaches. Quietly, powerfully. When a woman senses that your presence must be earned, not handed out, she shifts. She brings more. Because now, she feels your worth. 2. The emotional detachment line. Most men lose themselves in the rush of early emotions. They feel a spark and dive in head first without knowing who she really is. That's where things unravel. Here's your new rule. Feel the desire, but don't fall into it blindly. Stay grounded. Observe. Let her prove herself before you emotionally invest. Emotional detachment doesn't mean apathy. It means clarity. It means you don't let your feelings override your standards. Women can feel when a man is emotionally self-contained, and that energy draws them in. It's not cold, it's magnetic. You're not trying to control her. You're inviting her to meet you on equal ground. When you're not attached to an outcome, you command the entire dynamic. 3. The space to move frame. There is something profoundly attractive about a man who doesn't need to control or cling. He doesn't check her phone. He doesn't ask where she is or who she's with. He gives space, not from disinterest, but from confidence. That space becomes a mirror. She sees her own behavior more clearly, and she begins to ask, why isn't he chasing me like the others? Why is he so sure of himself? The answer is simple. You know your value. If she wants to leave, let her. If she wants to stay, let her show it. That freedom creates desire. It's not about making her feel uncertain. It's about making her choose you freely. That's the foundation of lasting respect. 4. The self-worth filter. Most men spend their energy trying to prove they're worthy. The man who stands out flips the script. He makes her prove she's worthy of him. How? Through standards. Not shallow checklists, but a deep filter. Does she show emotional maturity? Is she accountable for her actions? Does she treat others with respect? When you hold this filter, not from arrogance but from self-respect, you signal that your life is already full. You're not desperate for attention. You're intentional about connection. And that shifts everything. 5. The no reaction rule. Sometimes, the strongest response is none at all. She posts something provocative, says something sharp, flirts with someone to get a rise out of you, and most men crumble. They argue, get jealous, spiral emotionally. But not you. You stay still, calm. You let it pass. Maybe you say, do what you need to do, and move on. That silence is powerful. It tells her you're not thrown off by drama. You're anchored, and that security shakes her, because now she's the one questioning her impact on you. Women don't trust men who are emotionally reactive. They trust the ones who remain composed in the face of chaos. 6. The purpose-led boundary. You don't bend your mission for anyone. Your goals, your discipline, your vision, that comes first. When a woman sees you prioritize your purpose, when you don't cancel your plans or break your structure for fleeting attention, she feels something rare, admiration. She stops trying to be your purpose and starts trying to earn a place within it. Your direction creates her security. It's not controlling, it's inspiring. She feels the strength of your path and wants to walk beside you. 7. The emotional integrity standard. This is the one few men talk about. You don't tolerate emotional inconsistency. One day she's warm, the next she's cold. One moment she's calling you her peace, the next she ghosts you. You don't beg. You don't rage. You simply walk away. Not to punish, but to protect your peace. When you stop accepting hot and cold energy, you stop training her nervous system to expect chaos. You teach her through your actions that clarity, maturity, and consistency are your standards. That's not just attractive. That's sacred masculinity. Every boundary you hold sends a message to the world. It says, I value myself too much to be reduced. I'm not here to be liked, but to be respected. And when a woman feels that energy, not from your words, but from your presence, and you stop being one of many, you become unforgettable. The one who didn't flinch. The one who raised her standards just by being in the room. Because real attraction doesn't begin with giving her more. It begins the moment you stop giving yourself away. So ask yourself, which of these boundaries hit home for you today? Which one are you ready to implement now? Let it sink in. Then, take action. If this message spoke to you, subscribe for more grounded truth. Drop your thoughts below and keep walking your path with dignity. Protect your peace. Hold your frame. Become the man she doesn't forget.